In his work as a correspondent for Russia Beyond, Yuriy Matsarsky in December 2015 traveled the road from Iraq Kurdistan to Turkey barely a week after a Turkish fighter jet shot down a Russian bomber along the Syria-Turkey border. Matsarsky has been everywhere in the world, covering wars and conflicts, but nothing could have prepared him for the challenge of a lifetime to cross the line from being a journalist to taking up arms to defend his homeland in Ukraine. Here, Matsarsky talks to Qwoted about what is going on in the nation right now, what's going on with his people, and what he wants the world to know in terms of the help that is needed right here and right now. This is Lou Carlozo, the editor-in-chief of Qwoted, and I have with us on the line here Yuriy Matsarsky, who is a Ukrainian journalist and who has decided to take up arms in the struggle to keep Ukraine independent. Yuriy,
hello.
Thank you so much for making the time, and especially under such dire, incredible circumstances. And just very briefly, where do you call home and where are you located right now?
I'm located in Kyiv. I lived in Kyiv, but now I'm in another district.
Tell us a little bit about your background, and let's also discuss the story in terms of your crossing over from covering the story to being part of the story.
Okay, I was a journalist for more than 20 years. I've been a journalist my main point of interest was international journalism. I've spent a lot of time overseas. I've been in the United States, covering United States elections. I've been in Great Britain. I've been in Europe, but my main point of geographic point was somewhere in the Middle East. I've spent a lot of time in Iraq, in Syria, in Gaza Strip, and in other places.
You've been in the war zones then?
Yeah, I've been for a long time. I've been a lot of times in the war zones in Middle East and in Central Asia.
So how does this compare to the things that you've seen as a journalist?
It's completely different experience. I can tell you. But when the war started, it was last Thursday. I was woke up by artillery barrage and by missiles which were flying all around my house, and it was really terrible, and it was really hard for me to decide. So my personality, it was split into two. One of my personalities, it was the personality of a journalist. This personality said to me, "Oh, you shouldn't be involved in this situation. You should be, just like watching from a side what's going on, because you're a journalist. To take guns in your arms, it's against all the journalists' rules. You shouldn't do it." But my other part of my personality, my citizen part, it told me that it doesn't work anymore. You should protect your country. You should protect your loved ones. You should protect your freedom. You should protect your people. So it's not your journalist duty. Now it's time for your human duty, for your citizen duty. That's why I decided to take guns in my arms and to take gun in my arms and to took part in a defending our country and defending our people.
That is an incredible choice, one that none of us should ever have to make. Now, I'm not sure anyone in the United States, anyone who's lived through modern history, can even begin to comprehend the kind of effort it has taken for Ukrainian citizens to rise up against Russian aggression. Give us an idea of what's going on.
With Territorial Defense Forces units, it's units where the people in these units are mostly civilians who, just like me, decided to take part in the defending country and protecting people. So I came to headquarters of one of these units. They gave me assault rifle and they sent me to my position. And for a week, I'm on a position with my gun and with my comrades. Most of them, I can tell you once more, most of them were civilians. Only a week ago, there are plenty of people all around me with a completely different background. We have two girls. We have very young girls in their student ages, in their early 20s. We have people who are older than me in 20 years, We have people who were workers, who were storage workers, and we have people who work in the government structures, who work in the ministers. So, but now, all these borders between people, all these borders between higher people or lower people, they are completely disappeared. They are now all is one. And one is all. So yeah, it's a new reality. It's a new reality. War made us one unit. This war with Putin's war made Ukrainian one unit, one huge and very, very angry, furious unit.
Incredible. It sounds like a real time of unity. Obviously, it must be a time, too, where people are very scared. They're terrified. What is life like right now in Kiev? If you can describe for people in the United States and across the world, what is your daily reality? What are you seeing? What are you experiencing?
Almost every 7 to 10 minutes, we are hearing missile or artillery alert. You should understand that we are here in Ukraine, not only in Kiev, is under fire. We are always under fire. Every few minutes, there are rockets, there are shellings, they are bombing us, they are bombing kindergartens, they are bombing schools, they are bombing hospitals, they are bombing civilian quarters. This is unending story, This is unending story, day and night. A lot of people dies every minute under this fire. So if West, if United States, if NATO cannot protect us, cannot establish the no-fly zone, I really want you to understand that everyone can be a hero right now in the Western countries. To be a hero, you don't need to take arms. To be a hero, you don't need to risk your life. To be a hero, to protect the lives of Ukrainians, to protect the lives of Ukrainian women, to protect the lives of Ukrainian kids, or to protect the lives of newborn babies in Ukraine. Because in the bomb, under the bombs, still women are born kids. So to protect them, you can be a hero to protect them. You must go to streets. You must take the streets. You must demand from your government. You must demand from your people in power to give to Ukraine the planes and the anti-rocket systems. If you can't do it by yourself, please give it to us. Everyone can be and should be the hero. Took the streets. You pay the taxes. You vote for these people. Now it's time for them, for your taxes and for people who was voted by you to do something. You pay your taxes not for just for the new Cadillacs and for something. You pay your taxes to be protected. You need to be protected. There is no difference between United States kids and Ukrainian kids. Just imagine that you are right now in Chicago, Illinois, and somewhere in Milwaukee, kids are dying under the bombs. Can you say, oh, it's the kids in Milwaukee, I wouldn't go to protect them? No, it's impossible. So why? What is the difference between Milwaukee and Kharkiv? What is the difference between Chicago and Chernihiv? There is no any difference. You should protect us. You should do something for us because people dying. It's civilian people dying. It's kids. It's women. It's this is not a war against only Ukraine. This is not a war against only Ukrainian people. This is a war against all humanity. If Putin will win in Ukraine, he will go farther. We know it from history. He will go farther. Sooner or later, you will face him. So, but if it would be later, you wouldn't have one really, really strong ally, Ukraine. Ukraine is fighting like a tiger. Ukrainians is, as I told you, one huge, really, really furious and angry unit. So help us, and they will help you. I swear you.
There is no question that a lot of people in the United States agree with you 1,000%. There is some sense of frustration here that the United States isn't doing more. We keep hearing headlines every day about sanctions and how Putin and the oligarchs are being backed into a corner because of sanctions. But then there are another group of people here that say, you have to realize this person doesn't care. He doesn't care if his people suffer. He is out on an evil mission, and that sanctions aren't enough. And it sounds like that's what you're saying, that we need no-fly zones over Ukraine. We need to get more involved because Putin is not going to stop at Ukraine.
Yeah, he's not going to stop. He's completely not. You should understand. These people, this person, the people all around him, they denies us the right to be different country. They denies us the right to be different people, to be a different ethnicity. They thinks that we're just a part of Russian people. But Ukrainian lands, Ukrainian territory, it's not Ukrainian territory. It's some kind of stolen territory from Russian Empire or from Soviet Union. We are living in a completely nuts world. They really want us to be destroyed. So we don't have any choice. We have very simple choice. To be killed or not to be Ukrainians. And I prefer to be killed than not to be Ukrainian because I am Ukrainian. That's why I took my arms. That's why I joined and volunteered to army because I want to be Ukrainian, because I want Ukraine to be a free country, because I want Ukraine to be prosperous and to be happy country. I want my people all around me to be happy. Putin don't want us to be happy. Putin wants us to be just like his people. For me, it's a lot like of Third Reich. It's a lot like Third Reich. He thought just like Hitler said, "Oh, Czechoslovakia, it's not a real country. We should take it for ourselves." When Poland, it's not a real country. We should take it for ourselves. That's what Putin doing. He's following the steps of Hitler right now. But Hitler went in eastern direction. Putin goes in western direction. That's the only difference. And of course, Putin has nuclear rockets. But that's why he should be stopped right now, because the more every day of bombings, every day of rocket fire, it's more and more and more dead Ukrainians. More dead Ukrainians. Everyone in charge of United States politics, everyone in charge of NATO politics, everyone in charge of some kind of military affairs should understand. But while they are sitting in their offices, while they are wearing very expensive ties and drinking their coffee, people are dying. People really, really dying. While they are typing something on their laptops or looking in some papers, people are dying, and you can stop it. You can stop it. All these people who are in these expensive ties, with these expensive laptops, can stop it anywhere, anytime. They can stop it anytime. It's just like stop, and that's all. They can stop it. They can. It's two choices. You can establish a no-fly zone over Ukraine and protect us from the skies, or you can give us Patriot missiles. You can give us new airplanes. You can give us. It's not only for us. We are fighting for a whole world. We are fighting this. They're savages. They're savages. They're destroying cities. My native city of Kharkiv, the center of my native city of Kharkiv, is completely destroyed. We're telling that we are protecting Russians. 95% of the Ukrainian of the Kharkiv population is Russian-speaking. It's Russian-speaking people. 95%, and he's killing these Russian-speaking people in their own town, and telling that he's protecting Russian-speaking people,
Absolutely. And I can hear the frustration and the desperation, even the anger in your voice when you talk about all of this. And if governments are not doing enough, people in the United States, everyday people, can do something. I can describe to you the scene here. Everywhere you go in Chicago and other cities, people are hanging up signs that say, "We support Ukraine." Ukrainian flags are up. There's a real desire for everyday people to help, but they feel paralyzed. Yuriy, what would you tell them in terms of, this is what you can do? This is what you can do right now, and we have no time to wait. What would you tell them?
One more time, please, my friends. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really love United States and United States people. Right now, I'm under my military uniform. I have a T-shirt with muddy waters on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear you. I'm in a muddy waters T-shirt right now. I'm talking to you. I have a uniform, and under this uniform, muddy waters T-shirt, because it's my favorite T-shirt. It's my favorite musician. So I told you we are the same. We love the same music. We love the same books. We even love the kids in the same way. Our children, our beloved ones. We are the one, So please, guys, please, United States people, please, my friends, please take the streets. Please demand from your government, from your local governments, from your senators, from your congressmen, from all the people who is in charge. Please demand them to give anti-missile systems to Ukraine. Please do it as soon as possible. Everyone can be a hero, and everyone should be a hero. You can save Ukrainian lives. You can save kids' lives. You can save women's lives. Please do it.
Absolutely. And God willing, Yuriy, you and I will meet again, and this time it will be in person, and it will be in a free Ukraine. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.